How's it going, ladies and bruisers? I'm Bobby Sixkin and welcome back to Pyre. Now we've got a journey to continue with. We've got so much to get done if we want to save everybody. Holy balls. I don't even remember where we said we were going to be going for the next one. Clearly it's this. Oh, that's right. There's that one star that we have to go to. Bolford joins you as you soar high above the storm-ravaged waters on approach to the infamous Isle of Kaelma. Among its cursed qualities, it seems this wretched storm means I cannot rightly smoke. One of the downside's small misfortunes, I suppose. The wagon's drive imps seem not to mind, at least. In fact, they seem more animated now even than usual, sir. Perhaps they feel some sort of connection to this place. Tariq, do you suppose the dissidents were able to make it here intact? They would have seen it in the stars, though. We shall know for certain. Soon shall know for certain. That we shall. Take us in, please, reader. That's right, so there was only one star to go to. And we have to play against the dissidents, apparently. Something of value. What's this one? Rare fish ripe for the catching. Yeah, okay, whatever. Sounds like a do. You make landing with the deathless within the deathless tempest far west of where you first breached through the shores beyond. You wonder which sort of celestial landmark lies hidden amidst these waters. For now, though, you have some time left before continuing onward. Fish for denizens of the deep. The lone minstrel suggests that the sport of fishing may help pass the time as you drift among the boundless waters of Barb Reef. Here it seems the fish are one step ahead of you. Perhaps if you keep at it, they'll let down their guard, or perhaps they shall not. Yeah, whatever. Rather than relent, you redouble your efforts against the fish. Hours pass. At last your patience is rewarded as one of the slippery denizens ends up in your grasp. Dungfish. Awesome. Okay, so it's for selling. Continue. Well, we've got a pretty good record against the dissidents, so we should be alright. We're 2-0 against the dissidents so far. Hopefully we can keep that up. A messenger imp tracks you down in the murky waters of the Deathless Tempest to bring you news and rumours from the other side. The report's subject is Tamitha, blood sister to Pamitha and stoic leader of the Essence. She was liberated at the fall of Siloam, her transgressions all forgiven upon her return. And yet, old enmities remain in spite of the Commonwealth tradition, or because of them. Tamitha found herself held up in many rounds of questioning, each less informal than the last. All concerned with the movements of her sisters and the high-wing remnants, refusing to cooperate, Tamitha demanded safe passage to her native lands, yet remains detained. She holds that her own blood sister must have thwarted her once more. Meanwhile, the Essence are refusing to conduct the rites with any other race, and have not found a suitable replacement. You suspect you shall not face them in the rites again. As you finish reciting the imp's message, you take note of Pamitha's reaction. I'm worse than dead to her by now, I think. Nonetheless, I'm grateful she returned, and I'll try to hold out hope that she be wiser for it. You thank the messenger imp for delivering its news, and let it make good use of some of the Black Wagon's facilities before watching it as it flutters off towards the horizon. Go! Alright, let's destroy the dissidents again. Your wagon shudders to a halt at the Isle of Kaelma. Bizarre outcroppings give it a forbidding feel. In the distance you hear old gibbering noises that sound like drive imps. Alright, we can sell our fish, I guess. That's something. Whoa, guys, how'd you find me all the way out here? Yeah, I'm not talking to you anymore. Alright, so we got a fish. It's worth a lot of money. We got a bunch of talismans. Geez, what are all these? +2 presence, quickness, and hope. That's pretty good. Okay, what's this one? If an ally has the jeweled band. Okay. So you use these two together. Wow, that could be pretty powerful if you could use them together. Man, we need like a lot of money for that though. Like nearly 200 bucks. I don't really want to get rid of the legendary talismans. Well, that one's only usable by Faye. Faye ain't coming back, so we might as well sell that. That gets us pretty close. That's only with 5. Okay. Maybe next time we can afford it. Just sell some stuff. We good. Let's get into it. You stand before the bizarre outcroppings of the Isle of Kaelma. The sky darkens, and in the distance you hear the sound of gibbering creatures growing louder. The sound of it is unnerving enough that your fellow exiles remain quiet. Their eyes are fixed to the stars above. Soon something in the sky above begins to stir. Here we go. Oh yeah, that's right. So what does this one do? Gives him +8 hope. And our Pyre has less power. That's fine. We good. We had no problem with that last time. Should be fine again. Hopefully.
A glorious eve to you as ever, O you exiles of the Nightwings. The 8 scribes dragged you all the way into the blasphemous Isle of Kaelma. Here you are to be surrounded by even more gibbering nitwits than usual. Your adversaries in the rites this eve shall be the dissidents. Snuff out their Pyre's flame and show your worth.
Actually looks like a sports field.
Yourselves.
Oi, so it's you again, is it? You gave us a proper licking last time, we owe you for it. Your adversaries are prepared, reader. Who shall conduct the rites on your behalf? Well, we're gonna need our best dudes, as usual.
Now let us begin.
Rookie, of course.
Sir Gilman.
And I think we should throw in Big Bertrude. Because she's pretty good.
Bertrude. The choice is cast.
We await the ancient rites commencement. Been itching for another go, let's have it, mates. Tear him to shreds. Okay, there's no, like, anything in the way either. As the rite commences, the imps throughout the cavernous area roar with excitement. Our struggle's our plan, mere entertainment to these lonesome creatures. Begging your pardon, sir. The imps of the Isle are quite passionate about the rites. Just now they offered a bounty in soul, if our triumvirate proves worthy. They would pay us? In exchange for what exactly? And where did they get the soul, for that matter? My understanding is that they wish to see us perform various feats of glory. As for the source of their wealth, who can say how much soul lies within the lost sea? Reader, it may seem beneath you, but the opportunity is real if the soul could be of benefit. Indeed then, reader my boy, it is yours to decide if entertaining these sad creatures is a justifiable distraction during these affairs. We trust your judgment. Now, let us not distract you further here. You should be tasked with feats of glory. Salute the imps.
Commence.
There we go.
Honor of the scribes.
Banish 2 in 1 attack.
That Pyre flames
I don't think we're gonna get any bonus from this, but we are fucking ripping them up out there.
Pyre burns brighter for now.
Oh,
Brilliantly done.
Gilman is just too good. Too good.
Tis taken.
Shit. Not good. Not good. Fuck. Fuck. Alright, let's do this. I'm sick of fucking around. I was gonna try and get that bonus, but fuck these guys. The imps grow more and more agitated with each passing moment. Some start spilling onto the sacred grounds. Oi, you little buggers, what do you think you're doing? Blasted little imps. They're getting real agitated like.
What are those blasted creatures doing? This is the grace.
Just cleared that whole fucking field.
Now end the ceremony. The banishment.
Gotcha, bitch. Here we go, here we go. Shit. Move, move, move. No!
Simply abhorrent.
No, you fucker. Oh, you're going down now, son. Fuck with me like that. Go, Gilman, go.
Your pyre weakens.
Fucking hell. They're starting to make a comeback and I'm not into it. Go, Gilman.
And poor Ruki. Someone there rose to the occasion.
Alright, here we go. Jesus Christ.
And it is done.
That was close. Fucking Jesus.
The Night Wings
Their attacks are really fast.
a perfectly agreeable performance overall.
Agreeable? Fuck you. We smoked
The
him.
right is done.
Oh, you think you're better than us because you beat us fair and square here. Is that it? Ah, at least you got me blood to boil a bit. Nice.
Stirs now in the hearts of all the
Jesus, Rookie.
exiles.
You're about to max out. And Gilman. Bertrude's pretty fresh though. Level up.
Bertrude's lust for knowledge becomes manifest.
The strange designs of the 8 scribes, their everlasting sorceries are strong within this land, and we shall yet make further use of them, we think. Alright, what do we get? Deals an additional 5, deals an additional 5, that's right. The charge up time is reduced. Geez, those are good. She's a good banisher. Definitely grab that.
Stars align.
Because we needed to banish a bit harder than we did last time. Because that was nasty. We just couldn't stop them when they started moving to us. After you and your fellow exiles secured victory over the dissidents, you find the lone minstrel, tending to one of your own. Rookie seems to be unwell, although you cannot sense why. How are you feeling, sir? I just want to go lie down, chum. I feel totally exhausted. I see then. Please do not exert yourself, or try. The lone minstrel motions for you to come closer. Reader, Rookie appeared rather disoriented and more fatigued than usual. Reported feeling not entirely present. Symptoms of banishment sickness. You should be able to take part in light activities, I think, but under no circumstances shall he be able to conduct the coming rite. Now then, I ought not keep you from the stars above. Please go and have a look at them. For all of us, I think, are anxious to depart this place. What? Rookie can't participate? The stars yet shine for you, revealing various paths forward. Well, that's gonna suck. Oh well, as long as we got Gilman. I guess. Well, this is closest, so I guess we'll do this one. The Withdrawn. I think we're only 1-0 against them as well. The Withdrawn and Witch Udamilde have designs upon the rites that have nothing to do with being free again. What they seek, no one in good conscience could abide. He then reveals what he has learned of her and her designs. Witch Udamilde, one of the bog dwellers and head of the Withdrawn, a triumvirate more interested in legends of Yaslash, the Astralborn, than in the rites. Her kind was known to be reclusive in the Commonwealth, yet she was brazen in her disdain for common values. She practiced the unspeakable. Somehow one day her research into flammable reagents grew into an obsession with Yaslash, despite widely held belief that he is dead or never did exist. But Udamilde held that Yaslash is merely dormant, and shall someday be reborn with newfound hunger, which could only be sated by devouring the world. Then at last could Yaslash return to his glorious home, and Udamilde would go with him. When Commonwealth officials showed up to take Udamilde in for spreading unrest, she was all too eager to comply. After all, a sentence to the downside meant being that much closer to Yaslash's resting place, where she believed she had much work to do, where the Withdrawn stood ready to assist. She speaks in seeming riddles, yet the threat of her intentions, I think, cannot be dismissed. Let us be on our guard, and therefore, let us rest now while we can. You bid Volfred a restful night in kind. It is too late to take flight, so you expect to press onward come daylight. We got someone to talk to? Bertrude. You are unaccustomed to seeing Bertrude smiling, and yet there she is, doing just that. You soon see why. You have observed before how her manner seems to soften to a degree that it can whenever Volfred is around. If only I could have seen their faces then. What was your secret, dare I ask, dear Bertrude? It appears they are reminiscing about old times in the Commonwealth. Flame-resistant inks, Sandalwood. 'Twas the inks themselves which kept these volumes from being burnt to ash. Flame-resistant inks, of course. The good officers who came to visit, they were so intent on burning all the evidence, they didn't stop to think that the evidence was fireproof. Alas, they later found a way to burn thy stamping press regardless. Thy written words, they moved us in many times, and many others whom we knew there in the southern bogs. No matter, dear Bertrude, what's done is done. At least we made it difficult for them. Is that not so? While introducing some of our fellow citizens to new ideas. Perhaps. My words would not have reached near half as many were it not for you, not to mention how I managed to elude them for another decade or so. I am ever thankful for your sacrifice. Thy thanks shall not be necessary, Sandalwood. Well, you shall have to take them from me anyhow. Thank you, Bertrude, for helping to fulfill a modest author's dreams. What good's a stamping press without good inks? No good at all. They exchange a laugh at this, but then, even still, and through this new ordeal, thou hast no love for us. Is that not so? Bertrude. Nay, we understand full well. Thou needst not further explain thyself. There are different kinds of love, Bertrude. On that account, thou hast nothing to teach us, Sandalwood. They remain silent for a time. Our hearts, they cannot be controlled, Bertrude. Blasted things they are. They act well on their own. He put away his pipe. I'm blessed to have you in my life, back in the Commonwealth, and here as well. I mean that, although I know that is not enough. At first, Bertrude doesn't seem to acknowledge this in any way, but then... Nay, Sandalwood. It is enough. It is enough. She departs without awaiting a response, brushing past you as she goes. Volfred soon turns away as well, politely bidding you a good evening. The two old friends have evidently managed their way past certain tensions in their long-standing relationship. They rather seem to draw a certain strength from one another. Cool. Looks like we're moving on. Let's roll. Or fly, or whatever we do. Let's fly. We might have time for one more right, hopefully. The unmistakable remains of Zilvius Horsehead, which protrude from the ash and fire there below. Some have taken it to be a work of sculpture, reader. The tale of a titan felled by Saint Triesta Tithys that is more unbelievable than the thought that some daring exiles over many years carved the titan's visage out of stone. Be that as it may, the climate and cliffs are home now to exiled harps such as the Essence, whom you faced here when you first arrived. Even they do not know of the locale's sacred significance. Alright, looks like we're stopping at Black Shore. Pursue your vocations, or find some peace here. Let's do some vocations at Black Shore with Sir Gilman. We love Sir Gilman after all. The wagon touches down at Black Basin where you first met Volfred and Pamitha as well. You briefly wonder at what might have happened had your paths not crossed as you consider what to do with the remains of the afternoon. The Beyonder Crystal seeks Bertrude. Alright, looks like that's what we're doing then. There you are again, my lovely reader. How may I be of service? Not a problem, simply indicate who is to be the student for the time. Bertrude. You asked Sandra to administer one of your special trials for Bertrude. The old bog crone then. She does have some potential, I should think. More so than most of those whom you share that little residence. Then let us bring her forth. Soon Bertrude appears and heeds of the summons. We sense thou hast need of us. This could be hard. Bertrude's good, but she's not amazing. Not on her own, anyway. She's a good supporter, but not a great attacker on her own. So, should be interesting. The apparition Sandra appears and unfastens her mask. Listen well, crone, you answer to me here. How very eloquent. May your vast experience exceed your knack for pleasant conversation. I trust that you shall have little trouble here without the benefit of your more communicative friends. Now come. Here we go. This could be a challenge. Ah! Come on, Bertrude. Boom. That's how she wins, by murdering everybody and then going for the goal. Fuck. Oh wow, they've got a Sir Gilman on their side. That's not good for us. Fuck. That wasn't fair. Okay, we're gonna have trouble with this one. Might be another editing scoopy jumpy bit. Ah, so close. Jeez, that nearly fell in. Fuck. Oh, come on, Bertrude. Fucking Jesus. God damn. Oh, they gotta fucking destroy us. Well, they got like one left, two left. Oh, come on, Bertrude, you're too slow and fat and useless. Okay, we're nearly fucked. Oh, they're just too fast for us. And we're too slow and useless. Oh, come on, we were right there. Right there. God damn, we got ourselves killed again. I was gonna say, we weren't even close to him that time. Jesus. Fuck, we do 30 damage though. We'd have to hit it one more time. Holy shit. Self-destruction technique. Ah, fuck. Landed right on Tizo's, or bad Tizo's fucking aura. So close. Couldn't it just fall into the pyre? And we lost. Okay. Alright, I'm gonna cut until we get it right this time. Again, like usual. I'll be back. Okay, we're done. That was easy the second time. Like, they didn't even score on us, we just fucking smoked them. I think I've got the hang of Bertrude now. A simple test undeserving to be called a challenge. I ought to fail you for just for gloating, crone. But these are not my rules, and your performance was sufficient, thus you have passed my test. Congratulations are in order. To you, and to your lovely reader, now farewell. There you go. Second time, piece of piss. First time, we got fucking romper snobbed. Oh well. Getting the hang of it now. That's the main thing. I guess the trials teach us how to do well with just one character. Good riddance to that mouthy wraith. Show us then what trinket she bestowed upon us. Melith's tail. Bertrude's blast pierces through solid objects. Oh, that could be pretty good. Because she is pretty attack-centric. Alright, let's explore the Blackshore. We meet up with Sir Gilman, who suggested go ranging with him through Blackshore. This knight shall escort you, good Master Reader. Together you set out to explore the stifling vapours around the Black Wagon. You find little to speak of other than desolate typical of the downside. Alas, that no adventure sought us out this day. You and Sir Gilman make your way back to the wagon. Though uneventful, your search helped ease the burden weighing on you and leaves you with time to pursue your vocations. Alright, let's mentor a companion. Alright, who needs it the most? Who's the lowest level? You're 3. Jadariel? Let's do Jadariel. Aye, let us make time. Come tell me something more about that book. You and Jadariel compare thoughts on how each of your fellow exiles can contribute to prevailing in the rights, and in which group of 3 they maybe can achieve their very best. Cool. Those among us prone to greater haste do perhaps offset some of my limitations in these strange proceedings. Indeed. You mean because they're faster, they're better than you? Which is true. Sir Gilman. Sir Gilman is fuming in anger over something. So much so that you're hesitant to approach him, but you approach him anyway. Exile is too light a sentence for this knight. He notices you then and seizes up. He begins acting rather nonchalant, as though his outburst did not just transpire. Oh, greetings to you, noble Master Reader. What brings you to this knight this afternoon? Ask him if everything's alright. You maintain a gentle tone with him, and ask whether there is something he might wish to discuss. Sir Gilman perhaps could benefit from talking through his woes. He stands there for a time silent and dejected, but then... Master Reader, this knight cannot escape the horrors of his past. It seems that you would hear them then. You have this knight's apologies ahead of time for burdening you further with his troubles. Having said that, here... Then are the troubles you requested. You are, of course, familiar with the siege of the Spiral Sanctum. For this night, the memory of it is like a wound which will not close. This night stood there on the front lines, whilst the high-wing remnants descended upon us. So furious was their assault that our chain of command was ruptured instantly. We of the Sea Dominion, we require orders to perform our duty. Without such orders, why, we surely made a very easy target there that eve. 1 by 1, then 2 by 2 they picked us off, becoming bolder, some of them shrieking with laughter all the while. This night, he saw his comrades cast aside like sea flies. How this knight survived, he does not know for certain even now. Perhaps it was that he attempted to pursue and detain his own knight commander, whom you met, when you first met this knight. That cursed Sir Deluge, if not for his craven cowardice, the Spiral Sanctum, it might have held at least a while longer. But instead we were routed, rendered spineless both in form and deed. Sir Deluge was first to turn and flee, as our chain of command crumbled. And as for this knight, he failed to catch his knight commander. He must have looked a coward too. Thus came the time for penance, and this knight, why he insisted on the only course of action reasonable. He insisted on the sentence to the downside. And as you can plainly see, his wish was then fulfilled. How absurd that he should re-encounter his old knight commander here soon after. Thus did this knight become obliged once more to Sir Deluge. We took to the waters in the Sea of Solace, where soon we met the Pyre Hearts, a triumvirate exclusive to our kind. It was plain to see that they lacked the wherewithal, and Sir Deluge, they thought he could provide it, the leadership they sought, and his was too much of a coward to decline. As for this knight, being of the Sea Dominion, he had little choice but to comply, or so at first he thought. When he encountered you and the Nightwings, something awakened within him. With so little honour left to lose, and so much left to gain, it became eminently clear that this knight stood a better chance within your ranks than those of Sir Deluge. And there is little left to say. This knight cannot escape his past, and yet he chooses to believe that he was spared that day, not merely by coincidence. Perhaps Under King Ores yet has plans in store in which this knight may play a part. This night he clings however vainly to that hope. He slithers away, his head bowed. It seems best to leave him be for now. You sense he feels relieved having shared all this. Alright. We got some more info about Sir Gilman, that's good. Oh, it looks like it's time to wrap this episode up already. That didn't seem very long. We got a couple of things done, I guess, and I imagine it'll be time for a liberation right very soon. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed it. Thanks for watching, thanks for hanging out with me, and I'll see you in the next episode.